take this footage and insert it previously. Okay, look at how evenly the dough is wrapped around each egg.
Unbelievable.
Editing magic.
Well, guys, we made it. It's finally April. And you know what we need to do today? Air fryer recipes. So if you like air fryer recipes, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. New videos here every single Saturday. We got a good mix of recipes today. This is gonna be fun. So I have the air fryer here, Fryer Tech Internet, and we are gonna start with a recipe that has exploded over the internet. People are raving about this, and it is custard toast. And as the name would suggest, we are basically dumping custard on toast, but we are making it from scratch. And for this custard, we are going to need 1 egg, bleh. And then we're adding in some Greek yogurt. This is plain, but I guess you could probably do a flavored. Nobody had a measurement other than a couple of scoops. So, I don't know. That looks good. And then maple syrup to sweeten it. Well, that's a lot of maple syrup. And now we whisk. This is apparently going to come together in some form of a custardy mixture. Doesn't look like it now though. Looks disgusting. All right, internet, I was wrong. It did come together. Kind of custardy, pretty liquidy though. All right, and now say goodbye to Fryer Tuck because I'm going to go and put him downstairs because it's very loud. And I'm going to preheat him to 350. So, goodbye, Fryer Tuck. All right, now we need some bread. I feel like most people did like a thicker slice of bread, which kind of makes sense so that you have like a spot to put your pool of custard. I was gonna say mustard. That's almost good. Okay, so now we got to moosh the middle. Moosh, 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 moosh. And then we need to think of toppings. Let's turn our mind to some toppings. I've seen a lot of berries. Chocolate was also an option. I'm gonna be honest with you. One of these is going to be chocolate. Which one do you think is gonna be better? Berries or chocolate? Let me know in the comments. Okay, I need my toppings now. Guys, look at this. Look how much cookie dough my mother-in-law made for me. Such a nice lady. Very excited about this. So I have raspberries because that is my favorite berry. Not a big fan of blackberries. It's just not my thing. Blueberries are fine. They're fine, but they're kind of basic. It's Chris's favorite berry. Okay, we are set. Now we gotta like scoop it in. This feels very weird. I feel like that's a big border. Kind of want less border. More custard, less bread. But I'm also scared I'm just gonna break through the bread. So maybe we just leave it there, Rachel. Okay, I'm gonna get another plate because they don't fit and I don't want it tilting the like custard out. It's 2 different size plates, it's fine. All right, this guy now. Custard. Yeah. All right, now some choco chips in one. Doesn't say how many, so I'm just gonna do my whatever amount I feel like. Yep, that's good. Some raspberries. Ooh, I may have filled it a little too close to the edge. 5 feels good. I'll eat this one then. Okay, now this is going into the air fryer for 4 to 5 minutes. All right, that was a very short 4 minutes. Okay, drum roll. I could only fit in one at a time. Ooh, I think that looks done to me. All right, next one. In we go. Here we go. All right, look at this. Custard toast. I mean, it looks good. Christopher, you wanna try some custard toast?
I do.
It's custardy and toasty. So we have chocolate and we have raspberry. I feel like I'm gonna like this one better, but this is an obvious choice.
Raspberry has an outside chance. Raspberry and custard, I mean,
it's still gonna be good. Raspberries are the best berries, so.
That's a bold claim.
It's not bold when you're right.
In season, at their peak, strawberries are number 1. Year round, blueberries.
Told you. Blueberries is wrong. It's too common.
They're good.
They're fine. They're so overrated. Ooh, crispy. And then not crispy. Oh, and then crispy. What a journey. Ooh.
That looks good.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, it's still like quite, like the bread is nice and like fluffy still. I was wondering if it had flattened out, but it does not. That's looking good. Okay. Ooh, this one, did I cook this long enough? Like, look at that. Like, it doesn't look...
A bit less set.
Yeah, like it looks uncooked. Maybe it's because it's berries. I should have like dried them more. Yeah, that's on me. Oh, Oh no.
That'll be alright.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay, okay. Which one are you gonna try first?
This one's new.
I'm gonna do this one. Cheers. Mmm. Mmm. I'm getting custard all over the plate. Oh, that's good.
That was good.
Mmm. Oh, I like that. The chocolate one's so good.
I'm not getting a ton of flavor from the custard. It's a nice vehicle. And the textural difference between the middle and the outside is nice.
But is it soggy though? Because it looks soggy.
It's just not perfectly set. But I
Okay.
wouldn't call it soggy.
I was concerned that this was going to taste like a lot of like it's plain Greek yogurt and egg and like some maple syrup, but like I was worried it was going to be very Greek yogurt forward.
Oh, no,
But it's not at all. That's really good too.
yeah, chocolate's great.
Yeah, chocolate and raspberry. That's the way to go.
I'll try something here.
Are you making a sandwich?
It's just sandwich.
Yeah, but is it good though? Okay, okay, well now I have to try it. Okay.
It's not like chocolate and raspberry go poorly together.
No, do that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's very tasty. Well, thank you for sharing with me. You can't
Thanks for
have any
making
more of
it.
the chocolate one though. It's mine. You'll have to come around for the next one. It's healthy.
Is that one kind of healthy?
I guess so. I always think I'm like custard. This is like a dessert, but yeah, it's just like Greek yogurt and egg. Okay, next recipe. All right, now onto a recipe that I never thought that I would see in an air fryer, and that is salad. And not what you're thinking either, not like some air fried chicken, although that is in it, but the actual lettuce itself is air fried. And apparently it creates this really nice like crunch to the salad, and it gives it a little bit more like, I don't know, like a fun texture element. And seeing as it's lunchtime, I feel like that's a good one to try. So I'm gonna start by taking some chicken cutlets that I have here, and I'm going to just stick those in the air fryer while we like chop up some ingredients, you know? Just gonna add a little bit of this as like a garlic seasoning. Christopher, are you excited for air fried salad?
No, I actually kind of feel like a salad.
Well, I mean, today's your lucky day. Off these go to the air fryer. All right, while that chicken is going, let's chop some stuff. Starting with this romaine. And I feel like she did like mostly like the heart of the romaine. But now I am second guessing myself. Did she actually do that? Okay, yeah, it looks like she doesn't really use these outer leaf layers. So I guess I'm using that for a different salad, a raw one. These are giant, look how big that is. It's bigger than oh my gosh, it could be like a hairpiece. Okay, I've had too much coffee today. See, this is more of the stuff that she used. I don't know how much to do here, but let's start with that. And the recipe that I found online, she did a very specific recipe for the salad itself too, which looked really interesting, so we're gonna be doing that. But I do need to wash this. I'm gonna use the spinner, but I have to keep it like whole, so can't do that. Ugh, splashing myself all over. Now we need to dry this off because it's not going to crisp really well this way. And we're gonna spray down the lettuce with what she uses, avocado oil. And she says that's the only oil that she has found that really gives that crunch to the romaine, as well as to like Brussels sprouts, for example, is the other one she uses for salads. I'll link the video down below so you can go and check it out. Okay, I'm gonna let this like air dry. And now let's chop up some avocado and tomato. All right, we have some salad ingredients, but now we need to get back to that lettuce, which hopefully is dry now. Okay, lettuce is dry and the fryer tuck is preheating. You hear what I'm talking about? Why are you so loud? Okay, lettuce is gonna go in, and what's interesting about this is that she uses the avocado oil, and I literally bought this for this recipe. So we're gonna spray it on some lettuce here. So I have my lettuce in here. I'm gonna spray it. All right, 4 minutes. Let's go. Oh, guys. I mean, it shrunk down a lot, but like, it's like crispy. I don't know if this is gonna taste good, but like that checks the box. It did crisp up. It just, ugh, almost tried to catch that with my hand. I am smart. So this is not enough. This is not enough salad. But I guess if you had a bigger air fryer, you could probably air fry more and therefore have a more substantial salad. So let's chop this up for our salad. Oh, that's just wilted lettuce. Ew. No. Oh no. Oh, this needs to go back in. This is not ready. This is just hot lettuce. Ugh. Hold, please. All right, I tried to put it in for longer and I think it got a little bit more crispy, but there's still parts of it that are just hot lettuce. I don't like it. Here we go. It's still hot lettuce, but okay. And to this, we're gonna have some shaved Parmesan as well as the chicken. Here it is. Just because this is a smaller salad, I'm just gonna put in like that much. Look how big this brick of Parmesan is. It's gigantic. I'm gonna do some slices. I don't know how much to do. Let's start with this. Now for the dressing, I've never tried this before. She does a combination of ranch and sriracha. Got some ranch and then some sriracha. I don't know, I feel like that's good. And now we mix. Oh, and obviously this is missing salt and pepper, obviously. Christopher, I have hopefully crispy lettuce. Do you want to come try it? Yeah!
I like the optimism.
So optimistic. If anything, I think that the dressing is an interesting choice. Little sriracha ranch.
That could be good.
Right? Ta-da!
Cheers.
Oop. The dressing is really nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say there are a lot of elements to that, but that dressing really hits.
Oh, I like that.
With the chicken. Oh, that's really good.
I'm trying to get the lettuce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm trying to get a couple pieces of lettuce.
Like hers looked really nice and crispy, and hers was layered too. Like it's not just like one lettuce leaf out. It's like elements to it.
The dressing is gonna kill crispiness to begin with. Ooh, that parm is good.
They didn't have dates. That was the other thing she added to this. Dates.
Does this need something sweet? I'm not sure that it does. Wouldn't hurt. Maybe some like mandarin segments I could see going well with this.
This is an excellent salad.
Yeah.
I'm not. Oh.
Like a little bit of crispy onion.
I'm not really vibing with the air fried lettuce. It's not staying or showing me any crispiness. Though it did at first with the avocado oil.
I don't mind it. I'm not sure it's adding a lot, but like it's not detracting from my enjoyment of the salad.
Yeah, it's really good with the fried onions.
That's tasty. It was really good.
I love this dressing though. I really like this dressing.
It's really good.
Oh, that's a good find. Oh, and with the Parmesan too. Yep, I will absolutely make that again. I just want to sit here and eat this. I'm really hungry.
I'm going to. You can keep filming if you want.
No, we have to finish this because we have dessert next. This one, I recently came across it in like an article or something and I was like, ooh, you might be good. And that is pastry wrapping a cream egg. This is so small. Didn't these used to be gigantic, Christopher?
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Is this just like the mini version or this is just how they are now? Wow, things have changed, Cadbury. All right, well, Christopher got a whole bunch of different mini eggs. Not mini, well, they are mini eggs, all right? They are, I'm just gonna say it. So we have the Cadbury cream egg, which is, it's the classic. But also, I figured we could try like a whole bunch of different kinds. So he got the caramel one and Oreo and something I didn't know existed, but cream egg cookies. And I feel like this is very similar to like the pastry wrapped Oreos, and it's just cream egg version. So we're just gonna try a whole bunch and see which one's better. So I saw the original article and they were talking about how they'd made it and they showed the video and everything like that. But then they showed how they changed it because the way that they had attempted to do it based off the video they found, it didn't work that well. And so they had a couple of different modifications to it. So I'm going to follow the modified version. So there's a couple of things that we need. First of all, we need the pastry. Little crescent roll action. Whoa. Dropped it, it's fine. So we're gonna do 4 total because I feel like that's what's gonna fit in my air fryer. So we got some crescent roll dough. And I saw many of you guys comment just to like hit it on the edge of the counter and then it won't scare you. But now I just want to scare myself because it's amusing. I just want to surprise myself. Aww. Didn't scare myself at all. Okay, so we need 4 little triangles here. Excellent. Bonus, I have crescent rolls for later. I don't know why I'm trying to fit them back in here. Why, Rachel? So I'm just gonna tear these apart. And then for they feel so small. This isn't a normal size, right? Like, look at that. It's so little. What's this weird packaging? All right. Already leaking. Good, 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 good. So the first thing that they did is make sure that the crescent roll covers it evenly. So you're not gonna get like some pockets that are really thin, others are really fluffy and will take longer to cook. So they said they spent a lot of time just ensuring that everything is even. Okay, that gets that part there. Stretch it. And some on the bottom here. It's like, it's not pretty, but I mean, it is evenly coated. So now we're gonna do that for all the eggs. I don't think I've had an Oreo one before, but it sounds delicious. I'm personally more of like a mini egg person, if you couldn't already tell. They are my favorite. Let's try rolling it this way. No, that's not any better. Will I know which one is which? No, that's okay, that's okay. Caramel. Ugh. Trying to find the best technique for evenly rolling. Fun fact, there really isn't one. Okay, now these cookies. Oh, cute. Okay, this could be kind of fun. All the dough is piling up on the top there. Put some of the extra dough on the bottom. That makes sense, right? Okay, so we have them all evenly coated, or hopefully for the most part. Now the other thing that they recommended was to take a little like circles basically of parchment paper and using that to put the egg on so it doesn't stick and you get all of that nice crescent roll all the way around and it's not going to break off and then you get all goo goes everywhere. So they have their own little lily pads. Very cute. And then they just upped the temperature from the original recipe, so it's gonna go in for, 8 minutes or so at 365. Oh, and we need to like egg wash these guys too. Chris refilled the eggs and mixed 2 different types of eggs, like the white and the brown eggs, and decided to make a pattern. It's just so lovely. It's funny in that Chris will methodically go, all the way around probably and get each of the eggs. I'm one of those insane people that'll just go in and pick that one. And then I'll pick this one and then this one and I'll just go all over the map and I won't have any rhyme or reason to it. I think that makes me a bad person. All right, let's brush these down. Okay, you can relax. It's just a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, and off to the air fryer. Oh my goodness, if I had one of those Apple Watches, I would be getting so many steps in today. Up and down from the basement. So I lied, these are going in to a 360 air fryer for 4 minutes and then rotated, and by rotated I mean turned over, and then back in for another 4 minutes. And apparently we're gonna have crescent covered, delicious, chocolatey sugariness. Well, that's doing its thing. Let's go back upstairs for another interesting recipe. Again, this is another one I'm like, and this recipe is for air fried oranges. I had never thought, again, to air fry an orange, but apparently makes it nice and like caramelized and sweet. And the woman who did the recipe layered it with like yogurt and granola as like a nice breakfast. And I figured, we're here, we might as well try it. And I got water on me, or maybe oil. Hopefully not oil. Although Dawn dish soap, I know words, does get out oil stains real well. And trust and believe I have lots of experience with that. Okay, orange time. And she cut her slices like pretty thick, so I'm just gonna get the outside part off there. And then she cut like pretty substantial chunks. Let's do 2 here, and then I'm saving this for Connor because he was eyeing it earlier. And then we cut off the rind. This reminds me of like cutting up a grapefruit. I haven't had grapefruit in so long. I feel like that was like something we had fairly frequently for breakfasts growing up, like sprinkled with sugar on top. Did anyone else have that? Or is that just like a weird my family thing? Oh my goodness, the oranges smell so good. This one's on an angle, so we're just gonna slice it out this way. And the recipe's like pretty straightforward. It's not a lot to it, which I like. Okay, now we need to bring back our maple syrup. She put a nice, whoa, that was maybe too much. I was gonna say she put a hefty amount on, but I think that was overkill, Rachel. Look at this. This is wasteful. Come on, Rachel. Be a little bit more careful this time. There we go. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, Rachel, relax. It's just maple syrup. No, this is the real stuff. It's the good stuff. Stand by how good that is. Where did I put the cinnamon? Oh, I took it out already. Sometimes I'm on the ball. It's not often, but sometimes I am. Okay, she put a lot of cinnamon on. Beautiful. And then these go in the air fryer at 400 for, I think, 6 minutes. Double check that. Sorry, my bad. It is 4 minutes at 400. And then hopefully we can like taste test these and the Cadbury mini eggs at the same time. Ooh, Christopher, look at these eggs. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I had to cut into them. Look at this. Look at this. Look at.
Ooh, those look golden brownie. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely.
That is everything I imagined and more.
That looks awesome.
Okay, well, I have caramel.
Oh, I like caramel.
Ooh. There's nothing that's going to be bad about this. Like, it's not possible.
No, there's nothing bad about that. That's just fried bread plus chocolate and caramel.
It's incredible. Now, I will say for this one, it's a lot of caramel.
Yes,
I
it's
would
largely
not,
caramel.
Yeah, I wouldn't want a whole one of those. Like, that's very sweet. This one, I can't, I think this is the Oreo one.
I don't think I've ever had an Oreo cream egg.
Me neither. But it sounds right. Is this one gonna be my favorite? This one is also good.
Yeah.
It's very sweet, very chocolatey, but it doesn't have that same like extra hit that the caramel does, which I like better. Okay, well then we have the cookie, of course.
I'll try that. Oh, it's giving me some crunch there.
Yeah, it's a cookie, but it's also a Cadbury mini egg. Not mini egg.
Cream egg.
I get too excited about
You
my
do
mini
like
egg.
mini eggs.
Mini eggs, they're so good. Remember that one time that you bought like 8 bags of them?
I think it was 4 Costco-sized bags.
With so many mini eggs.
They were on sale, so.
No, it's because you love me.
Also, yes.
Cheers. Now, also, is this better than the Oreo? Because we did do this with Oreo.
We did do this with Oreo. I don't like that one as much as the first two. I thought I would appreciate the crunch of the cookie, but it's not really working. I liked the gooiness of the other two.
Yeah, this isn't that exciting. It feels like a brick of chocolate in the middle. There's not
Yep.
any, I hesitate to say complexity
Right, yeah.
versus the other ones.
There's no nuance to these, you know?
Okay, so
Is
this
this the original?
this must be OG. All right, I don't know why, but like, I'm kind of excited what this one looks like. Look at that. It maintains its integritas. Now, granted, it has had some moments to cool, but like,
It's still warm, but
it's warm. Like, this is the perfect level. Look at that. Yeah. I have not had one of those in so long.
it had been a while. That's the best before, right?
If you like cream eggs, yes. It is so sweet.
Oh, yeah. They all
Whoa.
are, but...
That has the most nostalgia for
Right.
me.
I also think it's the most balanced.
If you want to say balance. Sure, but yes, I agree. I would say this one, honestly, the caramel one, despite being very, very, very sweet and very caramelly, it's very good. Like, out of all of them, going back now that it's cooled a little bit, I think that might be my favorite.
Okay. I'd call that number 2 for me.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't go wrong with this. And all of the changes that the article people made, right on, spot on.
I mean, that's a very successful creation.
Well, you might have noticed how well it was artfully arranged on the outside, so that there were no pieces that were overlapping. So it was all the same amount of dough on the outsides of all of the eggs.
I noticed that, yeah. Actually, I commented on it. We're gonna take this footage and insert it previously. Okay. Look at how evenly the dough is wrapped around each egg.
Unbelievable. You see what
Use
I put
that
up
take.
with? Don't
Editing
listen.
magic.
That's how that works, right? Yeah, this was excellent. I'm very glad that we tried this. I don't think I would like this as much as I've been saying, like, The eggs are very small. I keep saying it because I feel like there are bigger ones out there, but I don't think I'd want one bigger than that. That was a lot.
That's a good ratio.
I think that's good. Okay, hold on. There's one more. Orange. Air fried.
I'll try it.
So this is what it looks like. It smells very cinnamony, which I like, which would make sense also because I put a lot of cinnamon on. But we need to jazz this up the way that Jen Jones did in her video, which is with granola and yogurt. But let's try it with that first. It smells orangey. It's supposed to have like a caramelization to the top.
It's interesting. It's far less sweet than I expected.
I expected it to be more sweet.
It's very tart, but not unpleasant. It's grapefruit adjacent.
That is exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like a grapefruit, but mildly sweeter.
Mildly, and then the cinnamon's there too, but...
That is interesting. I wonder if it would be different with like brown sugar on top? Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it would be hurt by that.
And then this is the best yogurt. If you're gonna get yogurt. I mean, don't actually get this one because then it will run out for me. It's really good though. Wait, hold on.
Oh, there's more.
Granola.
Right.
This is the only type of granola I can eat. Okay, no one can tell me that doesn't look good.
Oh, it's very pretty. That's not bad.
It isn't. I don't think I'd make it again, but I get it, if that makes sense. Like,
It's like a parfait kind of mixture.
you wouldn't think that yogurt and orange would go well together, but that actually does.
It all works.
I feel like the granola needs to be less crunchy.
Yeah.
It sort of like takes over a little bit. It was interesting. It was good. Personally would not make it again.
No, probably not.
I'm glad we tried it though, because like I would not have put the yogurt parfait thing together with the orange. I think that's really cool.
I didn't have high hopes for it as a concept.
I did. Also for that romaine.
That was good.
I really like the sriracha though. That was really good. If there are other recipes, other air fried recipes that we should check out, please leave a comment down below.
I also wanted to extend to the Ukrainian people as a descendant of Ukrainian Canadian immigrants. My family's prayers, my prayers, and our hopes that you have peace and an end to this war.
I had put in the Insta story because we had put together like a whole bunch of just toiletries and essentials and things like that to be shipped over there. I know a lot of people were asking like, how can I get involved in that? That was just like a one-off thing. Somebody had bought like a shipping container, I believe. But we did also monetarily support the charity. We'll list it down below in case you're interested. And please keep us posted if you are around that area and you're able to comment and let us know how everything is going. We would love to hear from you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the videos on the side in case you have missed any, and we will see you all next week.
Slava Ukraini.